Hi, everyone, and welcome to the first edition of Maroon Mondays Live Extra, which, to put it shortly, is pretty much me talking about random topics outside of the Maroon Mondays Live original regular series. And for this edition, I will be talking about the nominations of the 2017 BET Awards. This year's nominations were released earlier today, this morning probably, and I'm not exactly enjoying them. It's not exactly exciting. It's not exactly a surprising group of nominations. They're just okay. There are a few that interest me, and that's it. In fact, nothing interests me about the BT Awards nominations anymore. And if you may be wondering why I'm even talking about this anyway, well, I need something to fill up time. I need something to do with my time, so here we are. This year's nominations were once again, well, not consecutively, but once again dominated by the queen of all music everywhere in this world ever, that is Beyonce. As Beyonce took home 7 nominations this year. Eh, okay. Followed by Bruno Mars with 5. Solange is not far behind with 4, along with Chance the Rapper and Migos, who also take home 4 nominations. Now, these nominations aren't exactly very special because, to be honest, for the past few years, at least in my opinion, the BET Awards nominations have never been an exciting moment of the year, at least in award shows. Once they pop in, I usually get excited, curious about who's going to make the nominations list and which artist gets the most or gets a lot. And honestly, I always end up disappointed every time I read them. I always hope for at least a little bit more, and when I see the list, it makes me sad. So let's not waste time and get into them, shall we? Let's start off with Video of the Year. The nominees are Sorry by Beyonce, Bounce Back by Big Sean, 24 Karat Magic by Bruno Mars, Bad Bougie by Migos featuring Lil Uzi Vert, and Cranes in the Sky by Solange. Honestly, visually, the videos are absolutely fantastic. Yes, even Bad Bougie has a fantastic video, as garbage as a song that is. Bounce Back is a song I do like by Big Sean, an artist I do like, and 24 Karat Magic has been one of the biggest singles of the year so far. Well, past year too, because it was released last year, but what are you going to do? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Beyonce takes this because the BET Awards have pretty much been kissing the ass of Beyonce ever since, well, the start. But it's pretty much been much more blatant over these past several years. Pretty much is a sign of desperation that they always want her to come back, even if she does perform one year. Although that last year she did make a surprise appearance, which was one of the best highlights of last year's show. And she left straight after she was done. Really shows you how much of a sign that BT just wants to continue to have Beyonce on, despite the fact that even when she doesn't show up, no one will care. I Even if she shows up, I wouldn't care anyway. But I did enjoy last year's performance, so I believe that Beyonce will win this performance. But it's pretty much anything goes since I only like almost all nominations. So let's move on to Best Female R&B Pop Artist. I don't know why pop is there. Only like one artist does pop anymore. The nominees are Beyonce, Kalani, Mary J. Blige, Rihanna, and Solange. Guess who takes home that one too? Really, it wouldn't be surprised. But this year, I want to see someone different take it home because between Beyonce and the other nominees, she's pretty much a freaking skyscraper compared to a tall standing French fry with the other nominees. But I would be surprised as crap if any of the other nominees wins it. but the most deserving of which is Solange, as she has pulled out a big, fantastic year with her latest album, A Seat at the Table. In fact, it was nominated for a new category, Album of the Year, which I'll get to in a moment. But if there's any of the nominees that deserve it much more than who would win, it's Beyonce. Because come on, who in this world thinks Beyonce would win an award that she doesn't deserve? If it's a fan, I'm surprised there's still fans anyway. Moving on to Best Male R&B Pop Artist, the nominees are Bruno Mars, Chris Brown, The Weeknd, Trey Songz, and Usher. Honestly, I don't know why Usher is nominated since I haven't heard anything new from him this year so far. And if I haven't, I don't listen to the radio much anymore. The last song I've heard from him was No Limit, which was a fine song, and he did do a great performance of that last year. But whatever he has put up for this year, I probably haven't heard it because I don't listen to the radio that much anymore. Chris Brown is a shit artist. Trey Songz is a Chris Brown knockoff. And Bruno Mars has done a fantastic job with the 24 Karat Magic, the album and song. And The Weeknd has done magnificent with his latest album, Starboy. If this point goes either way, I wouldn't be surprised if Chris Brown takes the award because they've pretty much been kissing his ass as much as they have Beyonce, even if they might have a fear in their mind that he might hit them for whatever reason. So, yes, I made a joke about the incident. What is wrong with my life? Moving on, we have Nicki Minaj's award, Best Female Hip Hop Artist. Honestly, guess who wins this again? It's pretty much been an annoyance for anyone who isn't Nicki Minaj or fans or who works at the BET Awards for the past several years that Nicki Minaj just takes the award. She didn't earn it. She was given it. They just give it to her every year. I don't care what you say. She does not deserve it anymore. There are other artists who deserve it. Although, in the case of these nominees, I don't honestly know or get who would want to get it this year since all of them don't get reports to at least two of the nominees. And I'm only saying this because of popularity. The nominees are, besides her, Cardi B, Missy Elliott, Remy Ma, and Young M.A. I know it's supposed to be Young Ma, but with a period between M and A, I don't know what to do with that. Cardi B is just someone from, what's that show called? Oh, Love and Hip Hop. That shouldn't matter much for becoming an artist. Missy Elliott has been irrelevant for the past several years. And Remy Ma has made quite a huge comeback. Her song with Fat Joe and French Montana, and Infrared, all the way up, has definitely been tearing up the hip hop charts, and it's definitely become one of my favorite jams to listen to when I need to get some uplifting. Well, when I get to get uplifting this past year. And Young M.A. is pretty much best known for that Head Finny song. I will not say title because Head Finny, it definitely makes more sense than whatever that was. I think Nicki Minaj might take this up again, but I would bet you at least a donut, or those dollars to donuts, that someone might pull out a win, which may be Remy Ma, and I would be surprised if she wins, but I would be happy as fuck if she does, because if anything, she deserves more than Nicki, and everybody who knows that isn't a Nicki Minaj fan knows that she's done much better for her during the last few months than Nicki Minaj has done the past couple of years. Her verse, in All the Way Up, was the best part of the song. Her diss track towards Minaj called Sheether pretty much bodied her the minute it was released, and everybody knew it. And if she had released an album, I don't know, the past few weeks, there's a chance she would definitely receive a few more nominations. Even ever since she stepped out of jail, she's been on the top of her game, and that alone deserves the Female Hip Hop Artist nomination. But when you're up against Nicki Minaj, let's just say there's a competition ahead. And while I don't care, many people have shown it. And even BT itself has shown it with an article on its website showing that there's a competition between them ahead for this year's show. Everybody's saying that Nicki's going to win and that Remy Ma will end up like the She-Hulk, furious and destroying everything in her path. But I would like to say that I would love to see her squeak out an upset, although it shouldn't be called an upset because who would be upset at Nicki Minaj not winning the award when she's had a freaking handful up her mantle? Oh gosh. But if she does win, I'll be joyful. Moving on to the better half of the hip hop nominees categories is Best Male Hip Hop Artist. Big Sean, Chance the Rapper, Drake, Future, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar round out this year's nominees. Now, why I call it the better half is because the nominees that come out with the nominations this year and throughout the history of the category has shown to be much better than whoever comes up against Nicki Minaj in the female category. They've had some fantastic music. Yeah, seeming Future managed to squeak out something good, although I hate him. But has definitely deserved their nomination spot on the list. Now, Big Sean has had a big comeback with Bounce Back, a song I do like from him. Chance the Rapper is a fantastic, dope-ass artist. Yes, I said that. Then he's unsigned, which shows how on top of the world he is. And that 3 shirt is pretty much an awesome must-have item. Drake is, and I fucking hate Fake Love, which is nominated. I'll get to that in a moment. Future is shit. J. Cole has had a really good album in For Your Eyes Only, which deserves the nomination. I'll get to that in a moment. And what can I say about Kendrick Lamar? I mean, damn. I'm not talking about the word to describe it. I mean the album. That was a fantastic album. That alone deserves nomination. So, basically, all the nominees, even Future, deserve their nomination here. I honestly don't know who will win because I'm having a hard time to choose who will be the winner here. But I do think any of them, except Future, deserves to win. And probably Drake, too. Anyone but these two deserve to win. Moving on to Best Collaboration, the nominees are Freedom by Beyonce featuring Kendrick Lamar, No Problem by Chance the Rapper featuring 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne. I don't know what's going on here, but the Wikipedia article says he's called. Never mind. It's 2 Chainz. Party by Chris Brown featuring Gucci Mane and Usher. Shining by DJ Khaled featuring Beyonce and Jay-Z. Bad and Bougie by Migos featuring Lil Uzi Vert. And Black Beatles by Ray Shrimmer featuring Gucci Mane. Usually when they call it Best Collaboration, they usually would have to, collaborate well and put on a great song. Almost none of these songs do it. The only one I like the most are Freedom and No Problem. I haven't heard Shining before, so I can't give it a true criticism or a true opinion. But I fucking despise Bad and Bougie for everything that it is. For being a Migos song, for being a shitty rap song, for being a Lil Uzi Vert contribution, and just being an all-around disgusting rap song. Black Beatles it's a fine Ray Shrimmer song, but when you're talking about Ray Shrimmer, that doesn't prove much of anything. In my opinion, I think No Problem should win, even though there are other songs that Chance the Rapper should be nominated for. Freedom, I do think, should win the award too. Well, come on, Beyonce, what do you expect? Although, in my opinion, not for the reasons you think. Let's move on to Best Group, which, in my opinion, for the past few years has been one of the worst categories of the BET Awards. For the past few years, the ceremony, whatever, has been nominating artists who truly are not groups. Basically, if you put out a collaboration album or even a collaboration song, you can be qualified for the category, and this pisses me off. Now, here are some of the nice little examples we have here. Jay-Z and Kanye West, aka The Throne. Young Money, even though Young Money is dead and gone at this point. Drake and Future, because of that shit album. What a great time! What a good time to feel alive. Good, whatever it's called. That's what it is. It's the complete opposite of live. And this year's nominees, 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne. And the funny thing is, they always seem to choose the worst artists over the best, who actually not only are groups, but also, even if they aren't groups, like in any sense of the word, even they would prove to be better than whatever they have this year. The nominees are 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne, A Tribe Called Quest, Fat Joe and Remy Ma, Migos, and Ray Shrimmer. The only ones I find good are Tribe Called Quest, unless your name is the rest of them. Although Remy Ma is very talented, she does not deserve to be here. Not because she's bad, because she's not a part of the group. Honestly, I don't give a crap who wins this award. This category is shit. And I can't believe I just said it. My opinion on that category was yours word, because the next category is the Bobby Jones Best Gospel Inspiration Artist Award. Now, I don't listen to gospel that much at all. The only time I ever would was I'm in the car with my mom, and she usually turns on whatever station that sells gospel or plays gospel. That this is what I have to deal with when I need to write someplace. The nominees are Anthony Brown in Group Therapy, Erica Campbell, Kirk Franklin, Lecrae, Tamela Mann, and Tasha Cobbs. Well, from the times I do listen to gospel, I love listening to Kirk Franklin. His contemporary gospel sound and style is definitely one of the best you'll ever hear in gospel music. It's fun, it's uplifting, it's exciting, it's fantastic to hear. And he has definitely proved to be one of the best gospel artists ever. So he deserves this nomination. He won last year, so I'm glad he's nominated again. And another artist I truly like in the category and in all gospel music is Tamela Mann. You may know her from Meet the Browns and the Tyler Perry movies featuring Medea, aka the Hallelujah woman. But she has definitely proved to be one of the best gospel artists to ever make it in the game. Her song "Take Me to the King" is definitely one of my favorite gospel songs ever, and she proves it not only with her vocals but also with the lyrics. And she has continued to prove so with her latest single, "God Provide." She definitely proved that she's one of the best. Erica Campbell is another artist I do like, although I do remember her mostly from Mary Mary, and I love me some Mary Mary. Her solo output is okay, nothing special or anything. And I love God, the song title, not my declaration to love the Lord. But her song called "I Love God" is not my favorite at all. If you watch the video, you'll prove why. I've made a post about it in my short-line music review series. I really didn't like it, and the music video definitely is a mockery to be made of. Who is a hat made that has selfie on it? Oh gosh. This is a real good category and a real good group of artists, so good luck to whoever wins, and I do think Kirk Franklin or Tamela Mann will take the award. So moving on to the acting categories of the year. In my opinion, Best Actress and Best Actor are fine. It's pointless here because the nominees are both from film and television, and there are only 5 nominees. It's really pointless to have this kind of concept when the best you can do, especially after fantastic showings of television and movies in the past few years, to just extract them all into their own categories. Best TV actor and best movie actor. It makes much sense. It's a much better choosing, and with all the nominees we have here, it'll be a much more of a brutal killing to choose which one to win from them all. But let's go to the nominees anyway and see which ones I would like to win. For Best Actress, the nominees are Viola Davis, Janelle Monáe, Taraji P. Henson, Issa Rae, and Gabrielle Union. Now, Viola Davis is a fantastic actress. Her show, How to Get Away with Murder, is one of the best shows on television right now, and Fences is definitely one of the best movies of the past year. Her performance definitely proves it and has been the winner of a lot of awards, including the the Golden Globe Award, I think, the BAFTA Award, and of course the Academy Award. Plus, she's already won an Emmy too for How to Get Away with Murder, so she's 3/4 EGOT, and she deserves it all. So it's a hard choice to start there, but it is even harder to choose from the next few. We have Janelle Monáe, definitely one of the best parts of Hidden Figures. Taraji P. Henson, another best part of Hidden Figures, and is definitely the shining star of Empire. Issa Rae, the star and creator of Insecure on HBO, which I hear is a great show I should check out sometime. And Gabrielle Union, the star of BET's Being Mary Jane. Basically, if you're not Beyonce, there's a chance that BET will nominate you if you star in one of its shows. Who knows? It's hard to choose, but anyone but Gabrielle Union, that's what I'll say, because while they're all talented women, I'd love to see any of these but her be nominated. Sorry, Gabby. Moving on to Best Actor, Mahershala Ali, Bashir Yaz Gray, Donald. No, that's the Y stands for. That's not a real name. That's his stage name, by the way. Donald Glover, Omari Hardwick, and Denzel Washington. Now, Ali has stepped off an Academy Award-winning turn from Moonlight, a beautiful, fantastic drama film. Bashir Yaz Gray is from Empire, and I don't think is one of the best parts. He's just there to me. That's it. Donald Glover, who took off a fantastic year. He stars in and creates FX's masterpiece of a series, Atlanta, which won 2 Golden Globe Awards, including Best TV Comedy Series and Best Actor for Glover. And as you may remember, he's also the guy that pretty much opened the floodgates for Bad and Bougie to become a #1 hit. I love you, man, but fuck you for that. Omari Hardwick, I assume, is some guy also from their E. Mary Jane. An actor, but if you have roles like that, I don't know where to go from there. Oh, that's right. He currently stars in Power, which is a brilliant TV series, and he does have a fantastic role as Ghost. I'm so sorry for that there. Then finally, Denzel Washington, who is definitely having the biggest year ever, after starring in and directing Fences, one of the best films of the year, and pretty much responsible for giving Viola Davis an Academy Award. Thank you, sir. I don't know who's going to win this one, but in my opinion, it should be either Mahershala Ali, Donald Glover, or Denzel Washington. That's all I'll say, because Bashir Gray does not deserve the award. I don't know why he's there. I mean, apparently they think he's that much of a talented godsend to be nominated, but no, not I indeed. Moving on to the Young Stars Award. This award is basically nominating young children who are in the acting game to be nominated for this award, showing the young talents their big break in the awards field. I'm getting away with this. Nominated this year are Ace Hunter, Caleb McLaughlin, Jaden Smith, Marsai Martin, and Yara Shahidi. My apologies to the last two if I got anything wrong. Now, I have no idea who Ace Hunter is, but I assume he has something tied to BET. Let me see. Moving on, Caleb McLaughlin is, of course, one of those young but wickedly talented kids from Stranger Things. Oh, that's right. Hunter is from the New Edition story, so that explains a lot. And he's also known from starring in the New Edition story. So there's that, and they're very talented young boys who pretty much helped make the New Edition story one of the best miniseries of this year. So much hard work, so much talent paid off. Also nominated is Jane Smith, aka Will Smith's overrated and irrelevant son. He may star in Netflix's The Get Down, but I have definite feeling he's not one of the best parts. Also nominated are the two lovely, wonderful actresses from ABC's Blackish, Marcy Martin and Yara Shahidi. They definitely put so much talent into this show. Definitely one of the best parts of the show. She is definitely a cutie pie. As what's her name? Diane Johnson, smarter and mature. She's so adorable. And Yari is definitely proved to be a very talented young woman. As pretty much an airheaded, self-centered, pretty girl, but is definitely a shallow person. She definitely put a lot of talent in that, but definitely deserves to go on her own. These are your nominations. If anything, I would have taken out at least one Jaden and put in another young actress or actor to put in there. Maybe another star from Stranger Things who also starred with Caleb McLaughlin. Maybe her. But wait, she's white, so that doesn't count. Oh well. Those are the Young Star Awards nominees. I think Caleb McLaughlin should take this one because of those two reasons I've stated. And if Jaden Smith wins, I am going to punch a wall because he's irrelevant to me and everyone else. So, what a weirdo. Moving on to Best Movie, the nominations are Fences, Get Out, Hidden Figures, Moonlight, and Birth of a Nation. The Birth of a Nation. Such fantastic movies these are. But if, in my opinion, the three films I should think should. Nah, I don't think three should. I think all of them have a fantastic chance of winning, and all of them are fantastic movies. So it's pretty much a tough call for me to go for one of them. Oh, and back to Best Actor. Take Rashid Gray out and replace him with Daniel Kaluuya from Get Out. He deserved the award more than he did. That made no sense at all and was pointless. I don't care if you star in one of the biggest shows on television, Rashid Gray. You are not talented enough for this award, which I just realized really shouldn't matter really. Moving on to the Sports Awards. There are two. Sportswoman and Sportsman of the Year. Nominated for Sportswoman is Simone Biles, Gabrielle Douglas, Skylar Diggins, and both of the Williams sisters, Venus and Serena. For this year, I think Simone should take it out, picking the win because she is definitely one of the most talented young athletes I've seen this year. Being a part of the Final Five of Team USA Gymnastics at last year's Olympics definitely proved her as one of the most talented and one of the most adorable and lovely young women in sports. So I believe she should take this award. For Sportsman of the Year, the nominees are Odell Beckham Jr., Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Cam Newton, and Russell Westbrook. Now, I do know where these actors do not go. I do know where these athletes go, but if you could ban me not knowing who they are outside of the games they play, you would definitely be in for a fortune. In my opinion, the one to take it out is Stephen Curry because he's definitely the wunderkind of the Golden State Warriors. Definitely one of the most talented basketball players we've seen in the past few years. I don't care for LeBron James anymore. He's a fantastic player, but carries where it's at. That's all I'm saying. Now to the Best International Act Award. Two awards that signify shine a light on artists from different countries in the world. Featured are Africa and Europe. In fact, Europe was supposed to be called a new category, but basically it's the same thing. Originally, it was an award that's for the UK, but has actually opened the gates for more artists throughout the country of Europe. No, the continent of Europe. Sorry, I'm turning to reading someone right now. The nominees are, and the first one I'm not kidding about is named Boobs. I'm not even going to put a joke in this. I'm just going to let it stand for itself. The other nominees are Craig David from the UK, Giggs from the UK, MHD from France, Emily Sandé, Skepta, Stormzy, and Wiley. They last were also from the UK. And Boobs is also from France, so. Now, I don't listen to most music from the UK. I don't listen to homegrown artists from the UK very much. But I do love Emily Sandé. She's definitely one of the most talented artists from the UK that I know of right now. And you know the funny thing right now? I'm typing in boobs on YouTube without trying to look up something that is about boobs, but more of the artist. It's going to be hard, really. But I'm going to wish her the best of luck in this category, but I do think she should take it this year. Although I've heard Skepta and Stormzy, they're very talented rappers from the UK, so I think they should have a chance of winning too. Oh, I'm sorry, Skepta's a grime artist, not. Although grime is associated with rap, so I guess he is a rapper, so okay. Now, good luck to all of you. Now, moving on to Africa, best international act. The nominees are AKA, Black Coffee, Casper Nyovas, Diamond Platinums, MZV, Sergey Bernard, Wizkid, and Yemi Alade. My apologies to all of you if I've gotten your names wrong. Once again, with Europe, I have no idea who most of these artists are, and I don't listen to most music from homegrown acts in other countries very much. My expertise lies mostly in pop music. But I have heard of Wizkid, and that's mostly by association from that Drake song that shall not be named. That is pretty boring and dull. But I wish you all the best of luck, and hopefully one of you will come out the top winner. Yeah. Just good luck to all of you. Moving on to Best Director of the Year. If you know any of these artists who have directed music videos, congratulations. Benny Boom, Bruno Mars and Jonathan Leah, Director X, Hype Williams, and Khalil Joseph and Beyonce. Those are the nominees. I don't really care about this category, but good luck to all of you. And the nominees for the Fandemonian Award, they are the same ones from last year, except for two. One I've heard of and one I have, but wish I hadn't. The nominees are Beyonce, Rihanna, Drake, Bryson Tiller, and Ruth B. Ruth B is the woman who made that Peter Pan song. Lost Boy? Yeah. That song is boring. Oh, by the way, the fact that Ruth B is nominated for this, the Fan Favorite Award, makes no sense. She's an artist that anyone has barely heard of. She has one song that became a hit, and compared to all these artists, like I said earlier, they're all a skyscraper compared to a long-standing French fry. She's going to get obliterated by the rest of these. Even Bryson Tiller stands a better chance than her. Trust me. if you're voting for any of these artists, there's a chance that she might end up with at least 107 compared to thousands to them. We're probably working 24 hours a day for these other artists to win. In fact, looking at the Wikipedia article, I can tell that Beyonce is bolded. If you look right now, you can tell people at work knowing that Beyonce is going to win Pandemonium Award. I do too, because come on, the Bayhive is a savage, rabid fan base. And they will work 24/7 to ensure that the queen will walk out with this tiny award. If you're in their sights, you will be destroyed. Ruth B is best known here, but it's been real. Now we move on to the Coca-Cola Viewer's Choice Award. This is another fan chosen award, and basically Beyonce's in it, and she's pretty much going to win. Her nominated video / song is Sorry. And to the other artists, sorry, but you're going to lose to her. The other nominees are Bruno Mars with 24 Karat Magic, Drake with that shit song Fake Love, Migos featuring Lil Uzi Vert with that shit stain of all of music called Bad and Bougie, Ray Shremmerd and featuring Gucci Mane with that mess song Black Beatles, and The Weeknd featuring Daft Punk with Starboy. As much as I want The Weeknd to win something, and Bruno Mars to win a BET award as well, because Weeknd has already won before, there's no chance that they'll win against these songs. No matter what I say, these other songs are popular. If a song has Drake in it, there's a chance it's going to reach the top 10 of anything. And if it's a Migos song, it's going to be popular by any stretch of imagination. Although in my imagination, it reached number 100 at the Billboard Hot 100, and it would still be too much for me. But Bad and Bougie reached the top of the chart. It went to number 1. It still baffles me how anyone could make that number 1 song. Outside of Donald Glover, since he pretty much did the work for them. Yeah, Beyonce is probably going to win the award, but I would love to see Bruno Mars or The Weeknd and Daft Punk try to win this out in the end too. Let's see. Not the award I do like, but has had some questionable ideas before. This is the Centric Award. This is named after the BT sister network of the same name, but not for long. This basically awards African American female artists that are based artists have already been nominated for many awards, have been nominated for this one. Rihanna has been nominated for Bitch Better Have My Money, which is a god-awful song about some bitch who tries to act like a pimp and comes off as fake and sick and thin as fuck. And Beyonce was also nominated because, hey, she's a black woman. I'll just give her as many awards as possible that we see fit. Basically, if they see fit, they could have just nominated for every award, even if she wasn't male. But this year is not much of a problem for me. The nominees are Fantasia with Sleeping with the One I Love, Kehlani with Distraction, Mary J. Blige with Thick of It, Solange with Cranes in the Sky, and Sid with All About Me. I haven't heard the Sid person before, but the only Sid I could think of right now is Sid the Science Kid, so that's pretty much a not joke that should not be mentioned anyway. I think Solange should come out with this because I love Cranes in the Sky so much. But for an artist I do think would win this too, I would say Fantasia because she's one of the most talented artists in the R&B genre, hip hop. Plus, she's one of the best American Idols ever. So, good luck to all ladies in the nominee category. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, man, I think it's time we should end this. 40 minutes is too much. Oh, okay. Here are a few short things I would like to say. The BET Awards has one of the most dull and flat base of nominations you'll ever see in recent years. Anytime they come up, it's not memorable, it's boring, and it's not exciting, possibly, at least in the slightest. And whatever they nominated is pretty much them trying to be desperate to see which of the biggest stars they can try to get on the show and to see them on stage win, to give them as much headlines as possible. They tried for the past several years with Beyonce, they tried with Rihanna, and they definitely tried with Drake, who has not appeared since, I don't know, 2011, 2000, yeah, I'll say 2011. Yeah. Was it 13? I don't know. But it really doesn't work. It really makes them fall flat in their face. I think you should try for more better, talented artists, BT, because you gotta take some risks. The last risk you took was nominating Sam Smith for Best New Artist, and since he won, many of the people of your audience have pretty much come after you for that. I didn't, because I was busy sitting down in my chair applauding you and saying, "Bravo, BT! Bravo for taking this big, bold leap and letting a white person win a black award for the first time in a long time that we can ever think of." Now it's just getting stale and boring, and you need to take some more risks like that. Nominate some talented artists mixed with some popular artists. And maybe actually let someone who deserves to win for once. Not Beyonce, not Rihanna, not Drake. And God, for sure, not Migos. Fuck those three. And nominate talented artists for best new artists that deserve much more than fucking 21 Savage. God. Name someone who also has 21 in their name. 21 Pilots. Yes, they rap. And yes, they're white. But they're much more talented than 21 Savage, for Christ's sake. But that's this year. And their logo is nice. It's nice, but it's just the variation of the same logo, the same one logo they've used for years, the same one fits all thing. Stop that and just try something new. Now, CMT is a different network with its own award show, but even they try much, much better than what you do. If they can do something different every year, maybe you should too. And you don't have to spend a lot of money to try something new every year. The set you have is 4 or 5 years old. Stop using the same set and be different for once, damn it. I'm asking you, I'm begging you, I'm bleeding you. And yes, it's not like I hate you. I kind of love watching the BET Awards sometimes, but with every year passing by that just bores me and wishes I had the 3 hours I wasted on you, I just want you to do something different, something better, something I can actually remember for the next few years. The BET Awards started out great, and now that you're probably hearing this and are disgusted by what I said, you're probably going to ignore me. And if you do, well, that's what you get for trying to do something same old, instead of actually listening to your viewers and doing something different. Well, that's my opinion on the 2017 BET Awards nominations. Whoever wins, well, that's up to me to decide if I like it or not. The BET Awards air this June 25th on BET and Centric and MTV, MTV2, Logo, Comedy Central, Nick at Night, Spike, and Teen Nick, VH1, and MTV Classic. That's right, it'll be airing on 12 different networks. I may or may not be exaggerating from that, but it's true. Including Nickelodeon, too. That's right, Nickelodeon's going to air this. I don't know why. But that's been Viacom's thing for the past few years. They air award shows across many of its adult-fied networks. But for this to air on Nickelodeon, just... all I know is I can see all the white children crying right now that they're not watching SpongeBob or anything. Instead of this. And basically anything at TV night is at this hour. But, hey, what can you do? That's been my opinion of the 2017 BET Awards nominations. Thank you for watching. I'm Andrew, and I'll see you around.